Good morning, all. So I came up here to the Refuge Hill building this morning to greet people who didn't get the message over the app or any other of the mechanisms we've tried to communicate that there would be no gathering today. I'm really disappointed that we didn't get to go forward with our Celebration Sunday this weekend. It's one of those things. We waited for a long time for power to come on yesterday, but it turns out that just with our systems, our fire alarm and sprinkler systems, just because of the power outage, those things just aren't functioning up to code, and so it's just not overall safe for many people to be in the building today. And so I don't know, and this will seem really random. I don't know if you watched the Alabama versus Georgia game last night for college football. I know if you don't care about college football, well, try to pretend to care for the next minute or so. So we have number 2 versus number 4, a big time national clash of two really good teams. And in the beginning, I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. In the beginning, Alabama, they were up 4 touchdowns. They were up 28-0, and you're thinking, okay, this game is over, right? But over time, little by little, especially in the second half, Georgia began to make a comeback. And it was about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter when Georgia hit a long pass and they scored a touchdown, and they actually went up. They actually started winning the game 34-33. And so the cameras pan to the Alabama fans, the college students, who are just completely distraught. Like they're covering their faces. Some are on the verge of tears, thinking, we were winning this game, and now it looks like we're not going to win this game. Next play that Alabama is on offense, right after Georgia scores, Alabama hits a 75-yard touchdown pass to a 17-year-old freshman. And so they go from, like, we're way up because we're like awesome and we're beating this other team, and oh no, we're suddenly losing, and oh no, yeah, we're winning again. So the emotional roller coaster of all that was just very interesting. And so reflecting on that, of course, Alabama ended up winning the game. I didn't have a dog in the fight, but I was just fascinated just to see the emotional turns in the game. And it started to reflect on that, even my own journey of yesterday, just like waiting for the power to come back on in the building. I just wanted to know one way or the other. Are we going to be able to have service or are we not? And when a few staff and leaders came last night to check on it, like at 10 o'clock, it looked like, okay, yes, power is on. So things are looking good, and we're getting audio, we're getting sound, like slowly the systems are starting to come back on track. And so I'm thinking, okay, great, we're good to go. We're doing this. And then at about 1 a.m, I get a text. This thing about the fire system that I don't fully understand, but for whatever reason, it just means it's just not okay for us to gather today. So I'm reminded of how quickly circumstances can change. Even thinking of how we recently were in a drought with very hot days, and I began to pray for rain. You're just watching all the grass and all the corn die, pray for rain, and well, here we are. We have not drought. I didn't quite think it would take a form of a hurricane per se, but that prayer is answered one way or the other. Things can change so quickly. But the good news is that Hebrews 13:8 says Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And so when you talk about how things can just shift in life, it's good to have that anchor, that no matter what, how quickly situations can change, how quickly things can evolve, Jesus remains the same. And so I hope that encourages you today, no matter what your day was like yesterday or today, the things going on in your life. Yes, I know there is hardship, there is pain, but Jesus is the same. And we can rely on his character and on his faithfulness and on his promises. That as much as we might not like different changes that happen, we know it's not going to be like this forever because Jesus stays the same. we'll keep you posted about what's next. We do intend to meet next week, and we'll figure out what all that looks like. But I'm sorry we didn't get to meet today. But know that you are loved. I hope you have a fantastic week, and stay dry.